ensure that this will not be repeated.
Auditors, I know you've done the preliminary listing on them. Have you cited any procurement infraction yet?
Honorable Chair, we did not cite them again on this same issue.
Okay. Mr. Chair, the recommendation was to sanction them under Section 92 of the same Act, Act 683 as amended. So I will defer that one to you. Thank you.
Who was the headmaster at the time of this infraction?
Honorable Madam Vida Adikujo, retired. At the moment, she's on retirement.
She's on retirement?
Yes.
And then the accountant at that time?
She's transferred to another school. He's transferred to another school, Honorable.
Okay, those people who were there at the time of the infraction, I'm adding it to those who be prosecuted by the Attorney General. So you let them know that they'll be prosecuted. We are recommending that they should be prosecuted for procurement violation. All right. Thank you very much, sir. I know the man, but I'm recommending that his school should be prosecuted. Thank you very much. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable.
Now let's call Dunko, Senior High School. Is Dunko Senior High Technical? Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm Emily Ofebia Bequin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Zachary Dauda.
You mentioned your name, but what is your position?
I'm the headmistress of Dunkwa Secondary Technical School.
Okay. Your infraction is on paragraph 261, and Honorable Cletus will handle that one.
Thank you very much. Headmistress, you have two abandoned projects. Yeah. Which are they, what are the funding source? Get fund, GOG, GF, self-initiated fund. Get fund, then I will invite Almighty Get Fund to respond. Thank you. They are 35 to 40% complete.
Honorable Chair, it's true we have two projects in there. That is part of the preparation we are doing, as mentioned by my administrator, to get them completed. Thank you.
Who doesn't have any documents on the project?
Honorable Chair, it's possible. Sometimes when the contractors go, they're supposed to leave copies of the contract document with the school.
Yeah.
And when headmaster changes hands, sometimes they do have challenge. We've experienced that even when we go to the field to do the monitoring. But they can liaise with the regional coordinating councils for records of those projects. But in our data, we have record on them. Thank you.
I may also add that maybe Get Fund can always copy the heads of the schools so that they can have the records. I think it will help instead of relying on contractors to do that.
Well noted. Thank you.
Madam, we are discharged. Now let's call Boamponsem, Senior High. Please introduce yourself to your committee.
Thank you, Chair. I am Daniel Ashanti, Headmaster, Appointees Senior High School.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Ophelia Osei, the accountant.
Buamponsem, your first infraction is on paragraph 225. And Honorable Gape. All right. We will be able.
Yeah, so your infraction basically is regards to loss of some school tools which will not be enhanced teaching material. And then when you look at the report, basically it's talking about the
225.
Yes, it's 225.
225, responsibility
allowance. Yes. This is regards to responsibility allowance. Why didn't you pay the people?
We have written letters to the region and the district, but we've not received any response, Chair. Upon the checking the last validation, it has not appeared. So we hope that it will come in due course, but we've written letters to the management.
So writing letter and then no follow-up, nothing? It's just writing letter and that's the end. Is there any way, follow-up? How do you follow up on latest written to various organizations?
When we write the letters and we don't get feedback, we all keep on writing. It is not the first that now we check that it has not appeared, so you will keep on doing the follow-up.
Deputy Director of Ghana Education Service, do you need a post office to help you guys receive your letters?
Well, I think the question asks him what he should do. The follow-up will include finding time to visit the regional director and possibly the director general as a follow-up. When the cover is done from region to director general, we compile and send to controller. And so the follow-up sometimes even mean that we have to walk across to controller to discuss, depending on how urgent, and I think we'll work together with them.
So, Director, what measures are you putting in place for this delay and due delay will not occur again?
Well, you know, Chairman, this one, the sibling is on earned salary on responsibility allowance. And so we are careful when the issues come up. We try to understand that the people are duly assigned. And I want to repeat for emphasis that when we compile the report and send to controller for them to pay them and there are delays, we walk across to try to work with the personnel in charge to provide support, and that is how far we can go, Chairman.
Because some of these people haven't been paid for 75 months. A teacher, 75 months, and is still in the class. Classroom, and the responsibility allowance.
Thank you.
Yes, please, Chair.
The next infraction is on paragraph 209, and Honorable Bauer will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And that paragraph relates to unrecovered rent. And boy, I'm going to say 18 staff members of your school
defaulted in paying rent to the tune of 10,480 Ghana cedis. Have you been able to collect this rent?
We've recovered all the amount now.
There was a recommendation that you should put in place measures to ensure that you take some monthly deductions or standing orders from them, so that at least at the end of each month they pay, so that the rent doesn't accumulate. Have you done that?
Yes, what we've done is we've informed them that this time if you fail to pay, we will take you to Yoko, and they will take it from you.
This is not a matter of Yoko. If they are members of your staff, you can let them put in the standing orders. Yes, so that at the end of each month, the rent is deducted automatically. Auditors, can you confirm whether this rent has been paid?
Yes, we have receipts to that effect.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the full amount has been recovered. That is a total of 10,480 cedis.
Okay, Mr. Chair, that will be all for me.
All right, your next infraction is on paragraph 232. In Bomponsam Senior High School, you have two people, Bediako Francis and Moritala Mohammed. And Bediako has been paid 3 months without earning, and Mohammed 2 months without earning the salary. What has happened to these amounts?
Thank you, Chair. The amount has been paid into Yoko accounts, and we have the receipt to that effect.
Yoko account?
Yeah.
Why not to the Auditor General's recovery account?
Initially, we started negotiating with them, but they were proving difficult. So,
who was proving difficult?
They are not in the country, and they left without informing us. So we informed Yoko, and then they took their documents and they've retrieved the amount from them.
Yoko retrieved that amount?
Amount, yes.
Now, when it goes to the Yoko's, account, what happens? Does it come to you?
No, Honorable Chair, I mean, that has been one of the issues we have with the Yoko. When the funds are recovered, they are recovered into their account because per their operations, that is how they do it. And then for onward transfer into the consolidated, fund. So that is what they do. And we can't tell whether with this one they have transferred.
All we have to do is write to Yoko to confirm onward submission of the amounts received on behalf of them to the consolidated fund. This one, a bank statement will show from Controller Accountant General. So, clerk, please let's write to Yoko in respect of this, so that the auditors can take this infraction off the books of the school. Otherwise, it will still stand because we haven't seen any validation. So we have to write to Yoko. But since they paid to Yoko, did Yoko not give you any evidence as to? You have the receipts. So have you given it to the auditors?
Yes, please.
Auditors, please, have you received the receipt of payment from them?
Yes, so they have given us some receipts from Yoko indicating that the amount has been recovered. So they are Yoko receipts. Yes.
You know, the final thing is for it to be paid into the consolidated fund. So it still hasn't been completed.
Yes.
That's the law. Thank you.
All right, you are discharged. Now let's call Efutu Senior High School. Efutu Senior High, are you here? If not, let me call. Oh. This is Efutu Senior High Technical, right? Okay. Introduce yourself to the committee, please.
Honorable, please, I'm Emmanuel Ampon, accountant of the Efutu Senior Technical School. I am Patricia Osafo, Assistant Head Administration.
What?
Assistant Head Mistress Administration.
Oh, Assistant Head Mistress, okay. Your infraction is on paragraph 250, and Honorable Frankie Abua will take care of that one.
Futu Senior High Technical, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable.
Accountant.
Honorable, please.
Are you conversant with the provisions under Section 35 of the Public Procurement Act 2003 as 663 as amended?
Yeah, they are talking about Honorable. It's talk about the procurement process.
Oh, I'm not even interested in the. I'm just asking you if you have working understanding of the provision.
Yes, I have understanding.
And how long have you been with a Futu Senior High Technical?
Please, I was 6 years now.
6 years now.
Yes, please.
So this infraction occurred under your watch.
Yes, please.
So if you're conversant with the provisions under Section 35 of Act 663, why did you engage 16 people? 16 people for the procurement of goods and services to the tune of 245,000 without going through competitive procurement?
Please, on the 2024, we didn't have a procurement officer at that time. But now we have issued a procurement officer who is taking charge of all the procurement issues for us, the acting procurement officer.
You were there, you just indicated to the committee that you have working understanding of the law. So if you didn't have a procurement officer and you yourself, you understand the law, you know the law, why did you watch, or why didn't you comply with the law?
We did something about it. The issue, is about our firewood.
Sir, please, I'm struggling to hear you. Can you push the mic closer to yourself or come closer? Yes, thank you.
Please, all I'm saying is that at that time, we find it difficult to get a procurement, to get access to the invoices. At the time we buy it's about firewood, and then examination particle, WASI examination particles. For exam particles, the questions don't come early; it comes late. So it was very difficult for us to get to do a procurement.
Sir, I'm sorry to come in. Uncompetitive procurement is a straightforward thing. We are adding your name to the list of schools who we are recommending for the Attorney General to prosecute. So we've ended here with you, right?
Thank you.
When you go to court, you can explain.
Thank you.
So clerk, add that one to it. That's Akuna. This Efutu, you are discharged. Now let's go to Aguna Sedru Technical School. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Chair, my name is Veronica Youngson, Principal.
Honorable Chair, my name is Mary Amuabuaji, the accountant.
Okay, your infraction is on paragraph 265. Honorable Ms. Bao will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm going to switch through technical. You made payments to the tune of 40,693.84 Ghana cedi, withheld a tax component of 1,219 Ghana cedis, without paying same to the Commissioner General of the GRA, thereby depriving the state of the use of these monies. Could you kindly explain to the committee why so, and whether this payment has been settled?
Thank you very much. As at the time of this transaction, there was an omission of the deduction of the withholding tax. So we later realized that during the auditor's report, it was brought up. So I have to contact the suppliers that there have been an omission of that amount. So I contact them and they pay the money. So you have to pay it to the government on behalf of the suppliers. So it has been done.
Auditors, kindly confirm to us whether this amount has been paid.
Honorable Chair, the amount has been remitted to the GRA. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, over to you.
All right, you are discharged. Now let's call
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Adesada College. Yes, sir. Hello. I'm sorry? Oh, hold on now. Then let me call a few schools that we can swear them in. Whittiam SHS, are you here? Yes. Mhm. Kwejil Agri Senior High Technical, Aguna Cedro Technical Institute, Ghana National College, Oje Dom Community SHS, Agra Memorial Senior High School, Potson TI SHS, Odobin SHS, Swedro School of Business, Swedro SHS, and Methodist SHS. So come in and then let's swear you in. No, we will administer the oath.
I, do in the name of the Almighty God swear. That the evidence I shall give before this committee. Touching the matter in issue. Shall be the truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Adesada College, please have a seat. See. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. My name is Dr. Leviticus Mensah, the accountant of Adesada College.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I am Samuel Kofi Agudogo, the headmaster of Adesada College.
I'm sorry. It looks like all the big...
Yes, the statement is true. As at the time they were doing the auditing, the fund that we had was not enough for us to pay the tax. But immediately after the audit, the tax, we had funds and we paid the tax GRA. We have provided the receipts and other documents to the auditors, and they have come for verification. Thank you.
Do you know that by law, the payment to the vendor or the service provider and that of the GRA is supposed to move simultaneously? So how come you are able to pay the vendor, but the one to the state, we withheld that one and said there was no adequate funds?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Yes, by law, the two payments are supposed to go at the same time. But in running the institutions, sometimes our funds are delayed and before they are released. So the one that comes, we try to manage with the school, but we always try to ensure that the tax payments that we have held are done within the period to avoid any other tax liability that may be added.
Auditors, kindly confirm to us whether this has been paid.
Honorable Chair, the taxes have been remitted to the GRA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair.
At this school, you are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable.
Now, let's call Whidiam